question 1 asks you to simplify this algebraic expression. So for this problem right here, I'm going to start by rewriting it as an addition problem. You don't have to do this step, but a lot of students do find it helpful. And so if you look at that minus 3x, I'm just going to change the problem to plus a negative 3x. And instead of minus 7x squared, I'm going to change it to plus a negative 7x squared. Again, this is an optional step, but if you got this problem wrong, this might be something that helps you out a little bit. And then I'm going to go through, I'm just going to highlight the like terms just to really make sure it's clear. So I've got a positive 4x squared and I've got a negative 7x squared. So if I put those two together, positive 4 and a negative 7 means I've got negative 3x squared. Okay? And then go through, we'll use a different color for my x's. So here I've got a positive x and I've got a negative 3x. So if I've got one positive x and one negative 3x, that's going to give me a negative 2x. Now I could write it as plus negative 2x if I wanted, or I'll just do this underneath. Usually when I write my final answers, I'm going to write them without parentheses, and so you could write it as minus 2x. And then the last one, I've got this in the center there, just a plus 5. And there are no other terms without a variable, which we call constants. And so the plus 5 is just kind of hanging out. There's nothing that I can put that with. So my final answer, either one of those would be okay. Maybe a little bit better, a little bit simpler would be that one without the parentheses. So that's how you do question number 1. If you got that one wrong, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and try those 3 problems and see how you do on them. All right, and the answers to those 3 are there. You can go ahead and check your work versus those. Remember, the order doesn't have to be exactly the same. So for example, on this first one, if you had written like 6k minus 7 plus 6k squared, that's okay if you shift the order around, but you do need to make sure that the minus sign is with the 7. So like if you had changed this around and gotten, you know, say you put 7 minus 6k, 7 minus 6k plus 6k squared, that wouldn't be correct. The minus sign does have to go before the 7. So the order doesn't have to be exactly the same, but the signs do have to be equal.